Doesn't it seem like YouTube is filled with professional athletes making banging YouTube videos, showing you the perfect intersection between athletic endeavor and creating a massive following and monetizing that following? For a lot of people, this can be not only motivating and inspiring, but it can also make you feel totally inadequate. As a beginner, triathlete, and YouTuber, I can feel totally inadequate and sometimes like shit when I look at these guys and I see how they're doing so much all the time while I am struggling to, get more than 20 views on a YouTube video. So if this resonates with you, if you're struggling and you're at the beginning of your journey and things don't seem to be going on your way, hopefully this video can share with you the obstacles and realizations that I'm starting to have, and understanding that these are all ultimately what's going to happen on your journey to becoming good at something. So number one, there is not enough time in the day. I have always hated this excuse. I have always said, and when somebody says this to me, that I don't have enough time to train, to eat, whatever, I always say, if something's really important to you, then you should be able to easily prioritize that. But as someone who is now smarter, a little bit wiser, I understand that a lot of things can be priorities, and not priorities necessarily, but are important, that need to be done every day. And so time will always become a constraint. For you, this could look completely different, but for me, I have to be training, 10 to 15 hours a week. I gotta work my Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 job. I have to cook all my own meals. I have to make sure I sleep on time. I have to take care of basically everything as a one-man team. And so when you're looking at these professional athletes and you're seeing how do they do this? How do they do this all the time? Well, it's because they have a whole team directing all the background stuff so that they can focus not only on just their training, but they can also focus on what's really important for their endeavor. And that's training, nutrition, sleeping, recovering, and then just showing up on the camera. They don't have to worry about any of the other stuff. So that's the main difference between you or me and a professional athlete, YouTuber who's just crushing it, is that they're sponsored athletes and they get paid to push things to you, including myself, bullshit and fancy supplements that are gonna make me perform as good as they do and look as good as they do. I hate the excuse, but it's totally a real thing. So finding the right corners to cut and the boundaries to make has been really difficult for me on this journey, especially at the beginning as I try to juggle many things at a time. Number two is making amazing videos is not easy. And all the professional athletes that you're watching on YouTube and even the lower level ones are not doing it alone. They are hiring teams, editors, whatever, you name it, and that look after different parts to make their lives a lot easier so that they can perform at a high level as well as, look great on camera and provide entertaining value. As a beginner, you have yourself to do all of these things. And so, like I said earlier, when you're trying to become a professional athlete or any athlete or a beginner at anything, you have to make your own plans. You have to eat without anybody telling you what to eat. You have to make YouTube videos. You have to edit, film, make thumbnails, descriptions, you name it, all these things, but they're all done by you. You become a one-man army. And until you have either the funds or, you want to do this long term, you won't make that decision to actually start hiring people. And I'm really lucky to be able to have a really great editor who teaches me a lot of things about YouTube, and so that he can make my life easier, which helps big time, but still there's a lot on my plate. Number three is nobody actually cares if you make it. And that's a tough pill to swallow. My mom doesn't care if I make an excellent YouTube video, or my partner doesn't care if I hit a personal best during a workout. And honestly, my friends don't give a damn if I don't stick to my diet all the time so that I can perform to the best of my abilities. And that can really suck. And that's just another sign and telling you that all the motivation and inspiration that you're going to get on this journey has to come from within, and then it won't come from the outside. Nobody's going to babysit you. No one's going to look after you. Everybody's looking out for themselves. Unless you hire a coach, editors, video editors, all these other people that a lot of these professional athletes have, don't expect anyone to look after you or take care of you. At the end of the day, you have to want to show up every single day, not because anybody's going to push you to it, but because you love doing it and because you want to get better at something and because you find meaning and purpose in that. Number four is things will be hard for a long time and you won't get any recognition or rewards. It's tough seeing a lot of these YouTubers make amazing videos on a weekly and daily basis, getting thousands of views, hundreds of thousands of views, and then you hustle your ass for an entire weekend, you barely get 20 views on a video. And though you thought it was really great and that you did really well, it didn't get the views or the traction that you want to do, or the virality. And that's just the name of the game. Very rarely do people make it overnight, like the virality that you see on TikTok and stuff. But the people that end up staying the longest are the people that have put in the most effort and over the longest period of time. And so this point really just emphasizes the importance in consistency and not expecting things to happen too fast. So for me, training is really easy because I find it enjoyable and it's something I can do all the time. But making consistent videos all the time is not super easy because, like I said earlier, it's debilitating when you only get 20 views on, in fact, you spend 10 hours on a video. But like I said, that is the name of the game. And so I do this because I love it, because I want to do it, because I want to share value, because I want to relate, meet other people that are on the same journey, that are maybe even a little bit further ahead, that can show me the way and show me the life that I want to create and the content that I want to create. And so unless you love doing this because you love doing it and because you don't care about the followers, and that's just the cold hard truth, things are going to take a long time. Whatever time you think it's going to take for you to blow up your YouTube channel or, hit podium during a triathlon, honestly, times it by 5 or 10 and give yourself more time than you need, and be consistent and be ready to feel like no one's on your team and that you're not getting any recognition. Soon it will all come together. I promise you that. The longer you put in work into something, the more results that you will see. But at the beginning, you won't see much. So this video could have been a lot longer, but I'm going to cut it up there. I want you to do the simple stuff daily, show up consistently, focus on quality and consistency, and getting the repetitions in. Stop comparing yourself to others on where they're at in their journey and where you're at. My day 1 is not going to be a professional athlete's day 100. And that's just something that you got to accept and understand, and that realize that it's about your journey, not theirs and yours in comparison. You have to make the process fun and enjoyable, because if you don't, you won't stick around and you'll never be consistent with it. And at the end of the day, do this because you want to do it, not because you want millions of followers, to be ripped, famous, have unlimited cash. Do it because it gives you meaning, it's fun, and you feel like you can contribute to others doing this. I hope you like this video, and if any of this resonated with you, I would love if you left a comment down below talking about your struggles on your journey in either becoming a YouTuber, an athlete, or whatever endeavor it is, because we're all on this journey together, and I'd love to hear from you. So with that, always remember to rep the set, and good luck out there.